Alright. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be doing some World of Tanks today. And if you haven't seen any of my other series, I've been playing other games like Construction Simulator and a bunch of other ones. Valheim, Satisfactory, there's a number of them. Anyway, getting into World Tanks. I've been playing tanks since 2000, I don't remember. It's been years. Anyway, when I get in, they have the new Japanese heavy tank line that's out. I'm just grinding one instead of free XPing the entire thing, the entire line. Actually, I don't even have enough to free XP the entire line anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm just free XPing the guns and the turrets so I can get into the next level, next tier, and so forth. Started at tier 6. This is the first one in the new line. I've played the 6, the 7. I am now playing the tier 8. Apologize, my dog's barking. She won't be quiet because she's playing with my other dog. Let's see, we want full screen. Okay, it's perfect. Alright, so now if we go to Japanese heavy, actually I'm kind of enjoying some aspects of this tank line. Not necessarily 100% of the tanks, but for example, the tier 5 is where the first one. This one actually, the alpha on this gun is really good. It actually does really well. Average damage at 300 with 130 pen. If you bump up to the gold, you get up to 375 damage, 225 is on the low side, and then you get up to 165 pen. The regular AP, of course, it's the same damage, but the penetration is as low as 119 to 130. The further distance away, of course, you are from the enemy vehicle, the more pen you lose. And it's also kind of random number generator, RNG, basically. And then you have 500 HP damage potentially with 53 penetration on the HE rounds, high explosive rounds. Armor on it's garbage, really. Turret is mediocre at best. Armor, the rest of the armor on the vehicle kind of sucks. You do have this spot right here between these two small mini turrets that has, I think, 10% or 10% or 10 degrees, not 10%, 10 degrees gun, 9 or 10, I can't remember, gun depression, and then of course you lose all depression over these, and then you get like, I think, 9 or 7 degrees gun depression off the sides. So, but it is fairly quick. You can see here mobility on it, top speed is 35, so that's not bad for a tier 5 heavy. But the alpha is where this shines, this tank shines. Accuracy isn't that great, but I think 0.52 accuracy, not that great. But when you do hit, it's nice. It typically doesn't have too many problems penning same tier vehicles and a good majority of tier 6s if you know where to shoot. The tier 7 of the tank line, I'd like the gun, the top tier gun, or sorry, tier 6 is where we want to go next, my apologies. Which is, did I sell the tier 6? No, I kept it, it's right here. As you can see, 35% armor in this vehicle, 73 in this one, tier 5, but you get up to tier 6, and just drops in my opinion. It gets an 88, the German 88 gun on it, so accuracy is good. Rate of fire is decent, is pretty good. Pen is decent, but this thing, even though it's got angled armor, this thing can get penned anywhere. Like frontally, if you're looking at it like this, you can shoot right here, just in the cheeks, even though it's angled. Right here, you can hit here, you can hit here, you can hit the side of the mantlet, the gun mantlet. This hole is completely garbage. It'll get pinned anywhere. You can't side scrape. Like just anywhere Like if you bounce around, you're lucky. So, you know, you do get occasional bounces, but don't rely on the armor on this thing to save you. And then it's also got a giant cupola. It gets decent gun depression, but even when you're gun depressed like this far, you still look at how big that thing is. So it's to me, I'm not a big fan of this tank. I kept it because I'm going to try to finish leveling it up, but it's like not really worth it. And I don't have any equipment on it, just so I took it all off. Anyway, then you get to the tier 7, which is a little bit better. Even though the whole armor is a little bit more angled and looks a little bit more impenetrable, it's really not. It can be pinned as well very easily, especially right here on the part of the angled armoring right there. Easily pinned if you're trying to side scrape. This, from what I've seen and understand, the spaced armor that's around here, and you can see it's all the way around the tank, it'll help with HE rounds if people are shooting HE rounds at you. Not very often that people shoot HE though at turrets in-game, in most cases. I mean, unless they don't really know what they're doing, or they're just having a hard time pinning you in general. But in this tank, really, they're not going to have a hard time pinning you with AP. And from what I understand, I think this is only 5 millimeters of spaced armor. So AP is just going to... It's the same freaking turret as the tier 6. Right? So look at it. For the tier 7. Same freaking turret just about. It's just now has an additional 5 millimeters of spaced armor. So it's easily pinned in the face. The only part that's kind of decent armor in the turret is like directly the gun mantlet itself, but if they shoot the side of it, or if they shoot this way, you know, they can shoot that side, they can pin it everywhere. Gun's a little bit better, higher alpha than the tier 7, 320. The tier 7, I didn't go over how much that would pin, or sorry, the tier 6 I mean. It's basically 230 damage, which is not bad. It's an 88, it fires fast, so it's got 1800 DPM. It's not bad stock, without too well craned up true, as you can see, or any but it's still garbage. The tier 7, like I said, is a little bit better. Still kind of a rough grind, because like I said, the armor just really is not there. It looks like it's got good armor, but it really does not. So not really great. The gun is decent though, I will give it that. And then you bump up to the tier 8. And that one, by the way, tier 7, I have a 58% win rate in, and the tier 8 I have a 63% win rate in. This one, the armor is actually fairly reliable. There are people that will shoot a cupola, and people know where to hit you there, and you get pinned there. But the armor is actually really pretty decent, and decently angled. I like the gun. It does have it's the first tank in the tank line with the new mechanic for this tank line. So we're going to take this tank out a little bit. You'll be able to see it play, how it plays, and get a few battles in it. But yeah, I do like it. I do have the Canadian camo on it. I'm not Canadian, but it looked nice on it. So anyway, here we're against tier 10s. Not the ideal matchmaking that I would like to see in this tank, being that it's a tier 8. But I'll just go with what I have, right? The pin on the gun isn't much better than the tier 7 gun, which 252 is, I believe, it's like just a few more millimeters pin than on the tier, yes, 252, than on the tier 7. I think the tier 7 was like 250 pin with gold on the top gun. This one only has a 240 or something like that. This one has 252. The regular standard AP rounds are 225, which you have to know where to shoot for weak points when you're shooting against tier 10s. So just something to be aware of. You can see that you got 2 circles there. So I don't know if you can see it very well. Let's see if we can put it against these bushes. You should be able to see it. Go over there. That's against the sun. As you die, and you can see you got an exterior circle and an inner circle. The longer you wait after settling down with your vehicle, it will go to, I think it's 4 additional seconds, 3 additional seconds. If you sit there and aim, it'll go to the tighter accuracy circle there. So the bloom. Otherwise, if you're just shooting, so you can see a little better now. Big circle, small circle. So, you know, you want to, when you're trying to snipe, you do lose DPM because you have to wait a little longer. But, there's a badger. Badger's going to be kind of difficult to go against with only 250 PPM with my gold, and I don't loaded even. So, I think what we're going to do here, the best we can do is try to track that dude, or go for the 63 that's in front of him. 63 has decent armor though. Let's try. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see if we can help this dude out by tracking. This shot. See if we can track this badger. And hopefully our TVs can get a penetration on him if we track him. He's backing off. Okay. Sheridan's pushing in. I'm going to push up where this Weasley's at and try to help him out a little bit. Looks like the other players had that same idea. So that's good. What do we got? We have shots across the way. We do. See if we can hit any of them. And we're going to sit here for just a second. The other side is, so we've got to wrap up this side as fast as we can. I don't have any shots right now in the middle. No one's really kind of spotting. Actually, kind of a little bit out of range of those guys too. So let's get a shot at this dude. There we go. One shot in on the badger. Now we're going to push up. There is a K91 PT now. The K91 PT's got a fast firing gun. It only does 300 and something damage, 390 or 320 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But so the DPM is pretty high. Ammo on it's pretty decent, or armor on it's pretty decent frontally as well, and it's decently quick. So what we want to do is we want to get into this space right here. The XP is hold down. And he's got good armor on his turret, so it's not really a thing to see hold down, especially with almost 252 millimeters of penetration with the gold rounds. So, what we're going to do, there we go, there's a little dude, yes, bounce the shot from the iron on him. Sheridan, it'd be nice if the Sheridan would pop up and push the AMX, that would be great. That's going to happen immediately. So what we're going to do is we're going to push up here, see if we can get a shot into, so I'm going to find a second button. That's the Iron Arnie again. Put it in. Alright, we'll trade shots. We'll go for 320. This thing will do, like I said, 3 in the roll, sometimes high at 3, almost 400 actually. I've seen 400 HP rolls with this guy. It's low 400s. And he's still there, probably? See, a little longer, and I get a little more accurate. That shot. Screw it. I should have went for track, which is what I was trying to do, but around there. There's the K91 PT. You can see pretty sneaky. I don't believe that building is destroyable. So what we have to do here. So some buildings are, some aren't. There, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Track on him. Just want to get another track on him. Loading time. I didn't get a track, but I got him in the butt, so that's okay. this tank actually does have a really decent fender pressure, which is certainly helpful. K91 is loosely out of the way, so I'm going into him. Oh, it bounced. And we got a crit on it. Okay, there's a game right there, so not bad. I mean, easy 2200 damage, 1100 block. It's not bad. It's pretty average for this thing. We'll get into, and really, I didn't fire any gold rounds. Did I? I don't think I fired any gold. So, not firing any gold, just firing AP, not bad. Can't really complain. It does get a decent boost for, I think it's 225 as I mentioned, for 10. For standard AP rounds, and then when you load the gold, you get an additional, 27 millimeters of 10, right? Because you go up to 252. So, not bad. Decent game. Tier 10 battle, and I end up third on damage and third on XP. Not bad. Okay, so we're going to go again. Give you another battle example here. Let's see. If we get into a tier 8 battle, it'll give you a chance to shine a little bit more because you can be a little bit more aggressive. But even then, with its armor, it's fairly reliable. I just wouldn't poke out in front of like a tank that has tier 9, tier 10, a tank that has a lot of pen, like a T95 or a WZ or WZFT or those types of tanks, or Yagaru, obviously. Yagaru 100. Those things will just eat you alive still, even though you have decent armor. Alright, so we're gonna go. This is tier 8 battle. Ooh, we even got tier 6. This means I can be super aggressive. We're going against a BZ-176. I hate those things, man. Those things are overpowered. They shoot HE and do like 750 to 800 damage if they ping you, so you have to do your best to not get pinned. And even then, if they don't ping you, they're still doing about 3 to 400 damage to you, so it sucks. But so if you have one, just spam an HE. That's the shot. Aimed a little bit longer. This guy gonna go for it? You gonna go for it? Oh, really? Critical hit, but anyway. Alright, so let's head up. Unfortunately, I probably shouldn't have been shooting there because now that gave the enemy team an opportunity to get up here in advance of us, take this position. So I'm hoping that is not the case. There's the BZ-176. I want to stay hold down with this guy as much as I can with this tank. Turret, it has great armor. The hull, don't 100% trust, although I have bounced a number of rounds off of it. So. He's going to be the biggest nemesis. Let's let him come around that corner, expose himself. Basically, when we make mistakes, that's what we want. So he's going to get up high there. Let's see if we can punish this T29. Dude, going away in the map. Anyway. Well, a little further. So, I'm not going to let that T20, easy, we got to get that easy out as fast as we can. Do that.
The armor is damaged.
I was trying to get those tracks, but that didn't work.
Penetration.
BZ. Love that. What do we got? Push, okay. I think it's 150. I think it's a KB2 that got the BZ too. That's old school RNG keyboard. Good master.
Target acquired. They're knocked out.
So here we go. Back to this dude. Let's try to keep him in place. There's Artie, as expected. I'm gonna get a chance to shoot. Guess I could use my first aid. That's fine. I want to use it for something a little bit more important. So yeah. It's already out of the game, and I like that. Spotted, eh? Can I hit him on the move? Nope. Something is going to be over here to the left.
Enemy is hit.
That's what it is. Yes, you want that too. That's a dangerous thing. That's exactly why it's dangerous. Blind shot over there. Really?
We've lost half of our engine power.
Wait, hold on. The SU was able to load that fast? Okay, that's amazing. Let's see, usually at the SU, I'm trying to think how many. There's not two SU, right? No, there's one. What's up, SU?
They're knocked
Just to
out.
bounce the shot, the blind shot out of it. Anyway, here we can load HE because it's a Scorpion. Who doesn't love shooting Scorpions with HE? Because usually you can get a pen on it. And this thing gets 440 alpha instead of its 360s. It's game over right there. Probably took an unnecessary hit with that from the SU 152. Just because I was stupid. But anyway, it's okay. Alright. So you've seen it against lower tiers. In that game, really, I should have probably done better. Still did 26 on damage. You know, still bounced. You know, that one actually, honestly, I only bounced 400. No, that was 444 that I did with my damage assist. That's from tracking or spotting. But yeah. Didn't really do as well as I probably could have. Should have had more damage. But that's okay. We'll take what we get here. We'll take one more battle in this vehicle. Okay, all tier 8 battle. So you've seen a high tier battle, you've seen a lower tier battle where we were top tier, and now you're going to see an all tier 8 battle. That's a good variety. Couldn't have scripted that any better. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go valley. Because that way I can use my hold down on this tank and basically dominate the valley as long as, depending on what goes that direction. We do have a 703 in game, EK, and Skoda 56. Skoda and the 703 can be difficult to deal with. VK, not so much, unless they're, if they're a good player, and the VK can be difficult. But all the rest of those, that's the heavies I really get worried about. Essentially, the TDs are going to be sitting back, as well as maybe possibly some mediums and lights, but I'm not too stressed with them. See right there, that tree just went down. There's a light tank right there in that bush. So what we're going to do, we're going to blind that. Oh, it's a medium. It's the G-Soar. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to come up here and take this position right here, though, because I want to punish any tank that tries to push up here. I do have to be aware of anything. Oh, that's going to be the... That's fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. And now we can say hello to our little friend, our little medium runner. Hello, Mr. Friend. Where are you going, my man? Why are you running away? Why are you running away? There's no need to run. Okay. There we go. Oh, hello, Scooter. Good jacket. Oh, he uses a repair kit. That's fine. Come on, my man. Oh, looks like you took a hit from someone you probably didn't need to take a hit from. I just bounced the Scorp, so Scorp's back there. It's okay. Scorp is sitting right about here. Come on, Scorp. Come on, my man. Come on. Where are you at? Just a little further. Just a little further, my dude. It is spot the...
Target unlocked. That one bounced.
Fair enough, let's load the gold. I don't have a shot on like a pole like I was wanting, but that's fine. We will make this work. Come on, my man. Really? Bounce off him? Ooh, 0 to 5. Nice kill set on 3. Okay, so Scorp is back here. Don't know if the 703 now. We got the VK. Question is, can I craft? Trade here back there now. So he is right about there. No. Scope G. He is right. Oh, he's right there in that bush, and I don't have the wind depression. It's okay. 2.5 seconds.
The track. Get going.
That's fine. All right. What do we have here? Got the VK crossing in the open. Hello, man.
We didn't even scratch
Nothing? Okay. Cheek shot didn't work. That's no bueno. There's the score. Back in just a little bit.
track hit.
Really? And it's not letting me pin his cupola either, huh? Interesting. I need to get his lower plate right. That's what needs to happen here. I need to be able to get his lower plate, which I can. Awesome. Keep pushing him in. Keep pushing him right there. No. I have some bad luck here, man. Bad luck, indeed. You gonna shot your turret? No? No, you don't want to? Yeah? Shoot up into your turret? No. Into the cheek won't even work. This is the one pain point of this thing, is the penetration on this thing is garbage. As you can see. Alright, there you go.
Penetration.
That's fine. Come on, 703. You gonna come up and help, or what are you gonna do? You're out of the game. Why don't you face? Are you gonna take that corner? That's fine. Nope. Hello? Well, poor showing on that part, as basically I couldn't pin jack squat. Like I said, the one pain point about that tank is only 252 pin. When you're dealing with, and that's with gold, and you only have 225 with AP, when you're dealing with super heavies. Normally, most tier 8s, I'm not going to, like heavies, I'm really not going to struggle too much at getting penetration on the cheeks or the cupola or the VK. But once again, you have to look for those weak points. It just wasn't sufficient to be able to pin what I needed to pin there. I mean, if you look at this, I shot 13 rounds, 9 direct hits, but only 3 of those were penetrations. And it was when I had the lower plate of VK or whatnot. So it's, that's the downside. Obviously I did lose some coin on that because I was shooting gold and just couldn't pin hardly anything. So if we were to take this tank, let's say let's do this. Let's compare it. We'll take all these other tanks off of the list here. We're going to compare this bad boy. Right. So if we say, okay, let's add this guy. What are some other tier 8s that are heavies that I like to play? So we're going to go with tier 8. We're going to go with heavies, right? Non-premium tanks. Obviously these are premium. I'm not going to play any of those. Tiger 2. Yeah, let's add this guy to the comparison. VK, we'll add him to the comparison. Let's see what he's playing against. Just trying to think of like the ones I like to play. IS-3 is decent, but I'll throw him on the list just because it is what it is. What other ones I like to play? Like BZ, it's a good one to compare it against. T53 or 53T, that's a good one to compare it against. And Progetto. Yeah, we'll use those ones. That's a pretty decent. That's a pretty decent group. Okay, so now, if we're looking at this, right, we're looking at the pen. Okay, this is that's of course of the standard AP round, so it's not doing bad, honestly. It's like one of the higher AP, but I want to look at the gold rounds. So let's configure this to be the gold rounds. So if we're shooting the gold rounds, right, obviously 252, let's configure this to be the gold rounds. It's actually better than the Tiger 2, which is interesting. The Tiger 2 has a little bit better rate of fire. Interesting. Okay. So let's look at the VK. It's pretty, I see 260, so it's a little bit better by 8 millimeters. But 8 millimeters can make a difference though. And then you go here. Look at the IS-3, 265. BZ 166, 270. Look at that, 53 TP. 245 is all in that one. I actually like the 53 TP. And Progetto, it's 242. So really, it's not. It's like middle of the pack for pen on that. Which is interesting because it feels like, well, I guess I actually do pretty well. The angle that I had on that VK really just wasn't the best. I was either too far below him or too far above him. And really I should have been shooting into the here or here if I had enough angle on him, which I was almost eye level with him when I was hitting out of here. So I should have had shots back there. Anyway, so that was just misplay on my part. But 252 really is not that great. Honestly, it really isn't. If you're looking at it, you've got, so it is what? 1, 2, 3. It's the fourth. It's right in the middle of the pack on penetration. But you look at it though, the interesting part, it goes from 242, right, is the low, so that's exactly 10 millimeters less penetration than this guy has. But this right here, the top one is it's 18 millimeters more penetration than this is. So, anyway, back here to standard AP. But ultimately, I mean, if you're looking for at least the tanks so far, out of the 5, 6, 7, and 8 that is, shown or has been better than tier for tier than the other tanks. Ultimately, honestly, I think I like there are times you can get pinned with the 57, but I like the more reliable armor that you have with that tank. Then obviously, of course, the other tanks in this in the Chinese, or I'm sorry, the Japanese heavy line. It's just all around better. So that's my opinion on it. Some people may think otherwise, but I think the tier 8 so far in this line is my favorite tier in the line so far. Anyway, I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you on the next one. If you liked the video, go ahead and like the video. Press that like button and pound it. If you like the commentary or whatnot, I'd love to be able to have you follow the channel. It would be great to add you to the community, trying to grow it right now and get it out there a little bit more. And you can share, of course, this video with friends and family, whoever you feel like